Hey Puzzle Besties, welcome back to my channel, Hobbies Puzzle Odyssey. Appa wanted to stop by and say hi. He probably really doesn't because he's a meanie but he's a cutie pie. He's a sweetheart at night. Oh, sometimes, some nights he wants to terrorize us and like rip us apart. And you better leave my tripod alone. Smelling it. Anyways, guys, welcome back to my channel, Hobbies Puzzle Odyssey. Alright, I know I have not been speed puzzling. I actually speed puzzled the other day and it was horrible. I did a 500-piece Ravensburger and it took me over 2 hours and 30 minutes. It was a really hard image, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But if I'm being honest, I have not been practicing. I am a slacker. But I don't know what the future holds for speed puzzling. Like, I practice when I can, which I know is not helpful for me in getting faster, but it is what it is. I have a training plan right now in mind and a couple things I wanted to do. I did go to the Goodwill and bought a bunch of 300-piece puzzles, 200-piece puzzles, so that I can practice every day for the next few days. And I will show you real quick what I have. All right, so 2 of them are brand new, and then 3 of them are used from the Goodwill, or Second Ave. It's a thrift store we have here in Philadelphia, and I think they're in Jersey. There might be a couple around the States, I don't know, but they've been around for some time. But all right, I tried to get things I wouldn't normally pick to speed puzzle, but things that I was kind of familiar with, just to mix it up a little bit. And the goal for this video is to just practice every day, do 1 or 2, 3 puzzles. The goal is to keep any 300 and under pieces, keep that under an hour, possibly try to do it in 45 minutes and keep it under an hour. Then ultimately I'm going to speed run 1 or 2 500-piece Ravensburger puzzle, and I want to get that under 2 hours. So let's see. But I guess quick little Goodwill speed puzzle haul here. I have this Disney 300-piece Little Mermaid puzzle. Hopefully all the pieces are there, but we're gonna speed run that. I have a 300-piece Seiko. This one is by Tracy Flickinger, and it's called Lake Cabin. I don't think the Disney one has an artist. I can check real quick. I feel like they never do. All right, I got a 300-piece Buffalo, which is probably no name, because I swear their Pokemon puzzles never come with a name. Nope. Not on the box, or I'm missing it, but here it goes. It might be on the poster. Poster not included. So they are the larger pieces, which is fine. I feel like it'll help me with space management. And then I bought this random puzzle on Amazon by the brand Mullick. It just says Jigsaw Puzzles Mullick. I don't even see a title on here, but it's 300 pieces and it's made in China, and there's no date. There's no date. What am I saying? There's no title. But it's just this like camping thing picture. But the reason why I got it, I was on Amazon, and the piece cut is similar to the Ravensburger piece cut. So I thought I'd try it. But I thought it was cute. It did come with a poster. Of course, y'all know it's going to be an exaggerated big poster that I'm not going to use. but I'm probably gonna have to use because the box image is pretty small. But I thought it was a cute picture. It's very blurry. The quality is not that great on the image, but it is what it is. It was a couple bucks. I got it. It was cheap. Speed puzzle training. And yeah, you can see like the blurriness on there. Whatever. And then I have this really cute 200-piece puzzle from Ravensburger. I bought it brand new. It is called Enchanting Library, and it is by the artist Ivy Dolamore, and it's 200 pieces. I wonder if they have this in a bigger count. But so for now, I'm going to be speed running these every day, maybe 1 or 2 a day, 2 or 3 a day, who knows. I'm going to do that for the next few days just to get my practice up, and I'll probably do this for like 4 days straight, back to back, and then I will get into some 500-piece puzzles. So I don't know which 500-piece puzzles, but I have so many to pick from. I have some from the 2025 Nationals, which I wanted to save for later, but I might do them, who knows. But all right, for now, we're just gonna go ahead and we'll get started. All right, guys, today is day 1 of puzzle training, and I am going to start off with the smallest count, which will be the 200-piece library, or which library, whatever puzzle. The goal is, obviously, I think I'll get this under an hour. But let me not speak too fast, because sometimes when I speak too fast, that's when things get crazy. So, but I really think I'll get this one under an hour. But the goal is to get any of these 300-piece puzzles under an hour. Now, I just drank my coffee like 30 minutes ago. I am going to put some music on. I'm going to keep the water by me. And I'm going to try not to get distracted and try not to stop at all. Hopefully there's no distractions or disturbances, but I think I'll be fine. I'm excited. And plus, you guys get to see me, even if I don't do good, or if I don't make the goals that I set for myself for this like speed puzzle training, you guys get to see these beautiful images come together. So, and I get to knock out a bunch of puzzles. That's on my to-do list anyways. So, you know, it's still a win for me no matter what. But it's no pressure for me. Like, I'm not training to be the next fastest puzzler or be in a speed competition. There's a competition coming up on the 30th here, I think, in Cherry Hill. I was thinking about it. And it's cheap. It's like $25, and I think you get to keep the puzzle and stuff. So I was thinking about it, maybe, but depends. Like, I have so much going on, so it all depends. But what I would like to happen for my speed puzzling is maybe a year from now be a little bit faster. I want to be able to get puzzles done, like every single puzzle, like under or at like hour 30 minutes, because then I can get a lot of puzzles done, and I won't have to be like spending 2.5 hours per puzzle straining my back for those 2 hours. So that's the goal ultimately. However, I think that training, I need to keep these, so I give away these puzzles when I'm done with them if I don't care about the image, but maybe I should keep them around so I can just repeatedly do them. I did come up with a training manual for myself where I was going to keep track of all my puzzle training, and I can share this with you guys if you want. But day 1 I had for this like assessment was to focus on parts, which would be like sort and build, take notes of on what you slowed down, organize your workspace, kind of like sorting drills, like practice just sorting the pieces, the borders, like, so I don't know, maybe we'll tackle this after I do some of these puzzles. But for now, I just want to get to puzzling and put together these images, and just, I feel like that's the best practice for me, is hands-on. So we'll start off with this beautiful image, and let's get going. All right, guys, I went in with no real strategy right here. I kind of just sort out all the pieces. It is 200 pieces, so it might seem like I did something amazing by putting all the edge pieces in one pile under 2 minutes. But it's a small puzzle. But I just started to build the puzzle as I could. Like, I didn't bother putting the edges together. I kind of just wanted to take out all the bright colors and put them in. So I started with both the little witches and the windows. I started to pick out certain colors. I didn't really strategize ahead of time. I kind of was just like, whatever, it's 200 pieces. But I really enjoyed this one. It was a really fun one, and I enjoyed the image so much that I'm keeping the puzzle. I'm not donating it. I'm going to keep it because I'm definitely going to do this one again. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. All right, I'm not mad. 41 minutes and 4 seconds. I wonder if this puzzle's on myspeedpuzzling.com. Guys, it is a beautiful image. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up. Beautiful. It was very challenging in the beginning because it's like a drawing. And the colors are very much alike across the puzzle. So let me show you. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I'm keeping this one. It's staying in my collection for good because I love the image. 41 minutes. I almost want to do it again. But it's so cute, y'all. Look at this. All right, I'm going to take a break. I have to start my laundry. But when I'm done, I think I'm ready to move on to the next size up. Or the next count up, I should say. I think I'm going to start one of the 300s. And I'll start with the Pokemon one because that one's like, I'm more knowledgeable. I feel like I'll get my juices going quicker. But this was fun. I'm proud of this one. Even though, like, I want to keep everything on this 300 pile under an hour if possible. I don't know how possible that's going to be, but I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep all these. These are going to be my training puzzles. I'm going to keep doing them. I know I should do different ones every time, but I feel like I need to get my, like, speed and my hands up. Get the speed of my movement up. And then focus on sorting, the speed of sorting if I'm going to sort. Some puzzles you can't really sort. So, all right, I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm moving on to puzzle number 2, which is going to be the Pokemon puzzle. And, guys, I only paid $4.49 for this one. It's 300 pieces. I swear, second ad be trying it sometimes. Like, this should be like $1.99. Like, it's for a good cause. That's all I'm gonna say. But Jeff thinks I can get this done in 35 since I got the witch one done in 40 minutes. However, the which one was only 200 pieces, so I should have got it done sooner, but I think I'm definitely going to get this done within the hour because it's Pokemon. I know Pokemon, so I probably won't have to look at the picture as much. And then also, it's kind of color blocky, so maybe this one won't be too bad. We shall see. Guys, if you leave it to me, I would do only Pokemon puzzles. I had so much fun putting this one together. I really enjoyed it. I love like color block puzzles. I like that, you know, you have one whole side of green, one whole side of red, one whole side of blue. So I had a strategy for this one because it was so easy to put together the edge pieces and then sort out the sections by colors, obviously. It was not hard at all. I do feel like I should have got this done faster. However, I just want to point out that I prefer doing a buffalo puzzle for speed running as well as the Ravensburger, obviously. But between Buffalo and Seco, I definitely preferred the Buffalo puzzle. This one was a total enjoyment. I really enjoyed this one. I actually put this one in my collection too. I should just give it away, but I kept it. But yeah, I started off with the green, got to the blue, and head right over to the red. Easy peasy. I got it in 40 minutes and 40 seconds. So that's not bad. For me at least. But I love it. I feel like if I do it again, I'll definitely get it in like 35 minutes. But being as though I did the 200 piece almost at the exact same time, like seconds over, and I was able to get the 300 piece, I felt like that's good progress. But again, it is Pokemon, and I know all the textures of the Pokemon, so I don't have to reference the box as much. But I'll give you guys a close-up. It's freaking beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'm glad I did it. 40 minutos. I am not upset. I'm actually happy for this score. So, alright, let me know what you guys think of the puzzle. If you did this one, if you speed ran it. I really like speed running Buffalo 300 pieces. I need to get into the 500 pieces. I will eventually because I'm going to end up eventually running low on 500 piece Ravensburger. But for now, I'm going to speed run the 300 piece. I think I'm going to struggle with the Sequel ones because the cut is different. This is more grid-like and not the same as Ravensburger, but similar in a sense where it's on a grid, like a straight grid. And the Sequel puzzles, they're random cut. They're not super random. They're an easy random, I will say. They're like not crazy or anything, but they are at a random cut. So, oh, that one's closed. So, before I get to the Sequel ones, I tempted to do this one next. I think we'll do this one next. And I'm having fun. Like, tons of fun. And it's good because they're only 300 pieces. I'm not spending 2 hours at a time. So, but, alright guys, we're gonna go. I'm gonna take a break for now. And so far, everything's been under the hour. I feel like things are about to get complicated though because we have this image. There's grass, there's trees, and the pieces are blurry. I was showing you guys earlier, but I'm gonna show you real quick. Like, is it raining? Okay, no. blurry. So maybe, I don't know. I'm going to be using a lot of shape sorting, I think. But we'll see. Definitely donating this one. No shade to Mulik. I don't know if that's how you say it, or if the image is maybe blurry because it's like a photo out of focus and stuff. I don't know. It just, we shall see. I'm sorry, guys. I must have not hit record and I did not get the freaking time lapse. But the results are in. Don't mind, Jeff's cooking in the kitchen, but I kept it under an hour. This one was kind of tough. 53 minutes. I'm not mad at it. Let me show you. Okay. The quality is nyeh. And you know, I don't like to come at companies, but it's just blurry. And I swear it looks better on my camera, but some of the image is blurry. Just not the best quality. But quality of the image, like look at the bear. It's blurry. But I will say, fully interlocking. And it has a nice cut. There wasn't really any false fits. So since I didn't give you a time lapse for this one, because apparently I didn't hit record, or I don't know what happened, I pretty much, if I can remember it, I pretty much sorted the top portion of the edge, and then I abandoned all the other edges. Then I focused on the van, and then I got the table, the bears, the animals, and then the trees. It actually wasn't bad at all. My timer's about to die, so I'm gonna have to charge it, but it wasn't bad at all. I got really hyped at the end because I'm like, whew, I gotta get this under the hour. I gotta get this under the hour. And I did. So I'm actually happy with the results. I got it under the hour. That's what I wanted, and that's what I did. So I'm so mad I didn't get the time lapse. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. I thought I pressed record, and I must not have. But it is fully interlocking. I do like the image. And I picked something out. I try to pick images that I know that I won't find easy. So this one had like a little bit of everything. Just to give you another quick. You got water, you got trees, you got this big old van. The van was easy to put together. I'm so mad I didn't get the time lapse. But it is what it is. We can't dwell on the past. So we'll move on. I'm going to take a break for the day. I will probably work on my next puzzle. Start sorting it at least. I'm going to be reviewing another brand next. And I think I'm going to do Ebu. I pulled out an Ebu puzzle. I'll show you guys. So, you guys can let me know what you think. Sorry, it's a little dim in my house, but I pulled this one out. It's 1,000 pieces. It's a cute image. So I think I'm going to start sorting that one. But, alright. We have 2 more 300 pieces, and then we'll pick out a 500 piece. So, that's it for today. I will see you guys on the... Alright, guys. It is the following day. Today is Monday. I did skip speed puzzling yesterday. I don't remember what I was doing. But I did skip. So, today I am going to be getting into this 300 piece Lake Cabin by Tracy Flickinger. Again, the goal is under an hour. So, hopefully I can do that. I think I can. Now, the thing is with the Seiko 300 pieces, the pieces are very big. And I'll show you real quick. There's tape on there. 1 second. Here are the pieces. So they're big. So what usually happens when I do these, I struggle with space. And like they'll kind of like pile up on each other, so it does pose a little bit more of a challenge. But I guess that can help me too with space management. But let's see. I'm excited to do this one. It is a beautiful image. But I think I can do this under an hour. What do you guys think? Well, we'll go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to make sure I press record this time. So mad about that last one, but it's okay. Yeah, these sequel puzzles, the pieces for the 300 piece are very large and in charge. They take over the entire board, as you can see, and it is more of a struggle to try to manage seeing all the pieces faced up because they're like kind of piled on top of each other. But what I will say, it does kind of help you manage your space, like working in a tight area. It kind of gives you that managing your puzzle pieces in a tight space, because I know in competitions you have certain measurements and I don't use those measurements right now. I did measure my puzzle board one time and it's pretty close to what the actual space is. But my space might be a little bit more bigger, but I focusing right now on my actual speed, and I know eventually I'm going to have to make the exact measurements if I'm planning on going to competitions and things of such. But these pieces were huge, and they do make it a little bit more challenging. I was kind of really close with this image, but I will say it's a good image for speed puzzling because you have texture, you have background image, you have a little bit of different things in the element. It was a little bit more challenging, but I did try to start with the border. I started with the top border, and then I started putting together the window, and then the couch, and then the pet, the dog, and a little bit of everything just started coming together. So I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed the image, and it was a fun one for sure. All right, I managed to keep it under an hour. This one was way more of a challenge than the buffalo one. And again, the image is beautiful though. But I did notice there's like an actual photo in here. And I wonder if that's Tracy. I'll have to look her up. But definitely a little bit more challenging because there was less space to do the puzzle. But I thought I'll share that with you guys. I was pushing hard towards the end. I did get a little exhausted, but I managed to push through and keep it under the hour. So, all right. So far, hopefully I don't break the streak. I still have the Little Mermaid one, which I think this is going to be the one that might break the streak. But then I just got this one in the mail, which I feel like this is going to be too easy, but I'm going to do it anyways for practice. Alright guys, next up is this Little Mermaid one. I am, not going to lie, I'm a little nervosa. So, because the image is like a lot of the same across. But, let's see. I'll probably be fine. Alright guys, I'm on to the last 300 piece puzzle by Seiko, and I started off with getting the characters Ariel and her sisters. I think it's her sisters in the image. I forget. Well, all the other mermaids under the sea with her. I knew this puzzle was going to be a freaking challenge. Like, sorting the edges, I skipped the edges. I just put together the parts I can tell that were different than the rest of the puzzle. Majority of this puzzle is dark. You know, like the center of it is bright with like the princess, with the mermaids, and then the rest of it is just like coral and sea orchids and all that good stuff under the sea. But this was a cute puzzle. It was more complicated. Like it almost have like a Thomas Kincaid vibe, but not as much. Like the quality of the image is a lot brighter and more visible. Like there's more defined lines in this art versus like a Thomas Kincaid image. But it was a little bit more challenging than the last 3 or 4 puzzles I just did. I was like, whoa. It was very busy, but you know, I need to challenge myself with these puzzles that are not easy so I can get better at it. So that is the goal behind doing this. But yeah, when I saw the timer when I was at 55 minutes, I just knew I was not going to hit that under hour mark. I was like, damn it, this is the one. But yeah, this bottom half of the puzzle killed me. It really did. I struggled so much because everything just looked the same. All the colors were just all there the same patterns and textures and yeah. I knew this was gonna break the streak. I just knew it. I felt it. But still not too bad. Hour and 7 minutes. It was the bottom part. But let me just show you. The puzzle is actually really pretty. But it is like a drawing. And the bottom part was the hardest part. But it's just so many colors across that it made it very challenging. So, that is it for now. I'm going to take a break and relax for the rest of the day. Maybe do some casual puzzling. But tomorrow I will attempt to do a 500 piece puzzle and see how I do. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Alright guys, we're switching up now. We're gonna do the 500 piece puzzle but by Buffalo, and it's by their Country Lifeline. So we're gonna try this out. Don't mind me, I'm talking low because Jeff's sleeping on the couch, but we're gonna try this Buffalo one, and the goal is obviously keep it under 2 hours. I would love if I can get it at 1 hour and 30 minutes, but we shall see. All right, guys, I definitely believe that the practice I was doing with the 300 puzzles helped because I can feel myself moving faster with sorting, pulling the edges out, and everything that comes with my hand coordination and speed. So I've definitely felt a little bit faster when I started this puzzle. This was a tricky one. This is my first time speed running a 500 piece Buffalo, but what I do like about the Buffalo brand is that they're a similar cut to Ravensburger. It's a little bit more simple of a cut. There are some like funky shapes, but nothing crazy. They're like 1 or 2 different shapes than what a Ravensburger have. But I did start it off tackling this one by starting with the edges. I started with that top edge. Obviously, it's the most obvious edge. I quickly abandoned the bottom edge. But I did have to pause at one point because the door, I got a special gift. A puzzle company reached out to me and sent me a table. But anyways, I wanted to make sure I got that. And then there was a second time I had to pause. I was cooking and I wanted to make sure my food didn't get burned or anything like that. But I had stuff on the stove because life goes on, guys. I have a lot going on. But anyways, I really enjoy putting this one together because We had all the textures, you had all the quilts, you had the red truck. So there was a lot of things to sort by. Even though the image was like a drawing, it still was very like pronounced, like the images, like the lines and the textures and everything was good to like pull out and pick apart and kind of sort. But there was a lot of green. I struggled with a lot of it, and I think I would have had this one done faster. But you know, I clocked out of work and started speed running this one because that's the time I have available. I try to do most of my speed puzzling on the weekend when I'm like refreshed, but I guess it's good training because like if you go to a competition, there's going to be times where you're tired and you still have to continue speed puzzling. So I definitely think I'm getting a lot faster when it comes to endurance, and just hand movement and hand-eye coordination is definitely improving. I can feel a difference. Even though I haven't been practicing as consistent as I should be, I definitely notice a difference. Like even here at the 1 hour and 30 mark, I have a lot done. I'm not completing the puzzle, but I have a lot done. So I'm actually happy with the pace I was going for this puzzle. Whew, my back. That was close. 2 hours, 1 minute, 47 seconds. I did have to pause it like twice. So I made sure that I wasn't like sitting down staring at the puzzle or anything. Like I had to run to get the door, and then I had to run to the kitchen. I was kind of cooking dinner. I had stuff on the stove, so I had to check that real quick, and then I came back and then just continue off. I know you're not supposed to do that, but like, I don't have a lot of time in the day with school, work, filming, editing, blah, blah, blah. So no excuse. It is kind of cheating, I guess, but I'm just practicing, so it's okay. Like, I know that if I was in the competition, I would not be able to pause it. And you shouldn't really pause it because pausing it kind of like refresh your brain a little bit, and then you come back and you're like, new eyes, but whatever. But whatever, it's okay. I'm just practicing. So I know I need to take practice a little bit more serious, but it is what it is right now. But 2 hours, I'm not mad. The goal was to get it under 2 hours, and I think I could have did it. The painting is the painting. The picture is like a painting, so it's a little bit harder, but there's a lot of like nice things about the puzzle. It was missing a piece. I did buy used from the Goodwill. So I looked around just in case, but I mean, it's just one piece. Actually, I have like a piece somewhere. I can look to see if it's missing from there, but sorry. I love it. I love the image. Super cute. I think I'm gonna send it back to the Goodwill though. So that is it for today, guys. Definitely getting faster because my average is usually for a 500-piece puzzle around 2 hours, 15 minutes. I started off 2 hours, 30, 40 minutes. And then I started getting 2 hours, 15 minutes. And now I'm down to around 2 hours. So I am going to keep practicing, and I'll keep filming practicing, and I'll keep posting them as maybe weekly updates throughout the week. Speed puzzling is not the only thing I want for this channel, so I'm not going to be giving you a bunch of speed puzzling videos. More so checking in updates. I have fun when I'm speed puzzling. It is not my goal to become like a super fast speed puzzler. I would like to eventually, compete. Just not right now. Like, there's no way. I'm showing up to, like, a nationals or something. Something local, yes. I was trying to do a local one not too far from here. I think it's in, like, Cherry Hill. But they sold out real quick. So, speed puzzling is getting popular. And I think for now, my focus is just to keep practicing. Because it's hard. Speed puzzling is hard. I don't know how anyone get these crazy puzzles under 30 minutes. It's insane to me, and I don't think I will ever be that fast. I would love to, because you'll be knocking out puzzles left and right. But, man, the amount of skill you need to have to get a puzzle under 30 minutes is insane. So, I want to know if any of my subscribers can get these puzzles under 30 minutes. What's your fastest score? Let me know in the comments. And then also, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been providing me feedback, support on speed puzzling, and just being positive. I know that it's probably annoying watching me speed puzzle because I'm like so slow. But I'm having fun. And so, like, you know, you guys get to see me put together these cool puzzles that I'm going to do eventually for the channel, right? So you're not getting some fast results from me. However, you're getting to see me put together these beautiful images. I mean, all the puzzles I just did were beautiful. And I knocked out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 puzzles in like 1 week. So I think that's a win right there in itself. So I can't complain about it. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We are almost at 500 subscribers. Woo. I'm so excited, guys. And you know what that means. So far, the votes have been saying Ciro Marchetti, which I know a lot of people want me to do an artist series review. So for my 500 subscriber milestone, the plan was to do a 1,500 piece puzzle. This one is winning the votes. If you want to vote, you still have time. You have until I hit 500 subscribers. And I can do my artist review of Ciro Marchetti for this puzzle for my subscriber review. So, milestone. So, stay tuned for that, because this puzzle is going to be a little challenging. Give you guys a quick little... It's beautiful. I can't wait. I cannot wait, guys. It is absolutely stunning. So, if you're not subscribing, you're watching it, and you want to see me do this, please consider subscribing. And please consider subscribing just in general. My channel is filled with a bunch of different things. We're doing speed puzzling. We have the artist review series. We have puzzle reviews, brand reviews, and a little bit of something for everyone. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in and really being supportive, dropping comments. It means a lot to me. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. I found the missing piece. I moved my puzzle table and it was right behind it, so I guess we gotta add 10 seconds to that score, but I found it after I filmed that last part. But let's go ahead and put it in. Woohoo! Look at that beauty, guys. Alright, guys. Bye for real this time.